Hey guys, I haven't really built very much lately. Kind of just working on lawnmowers and whatnot, and engines and all this type of stuff. But I was sitting on the couch and I wasn't really in the mood to do anything. But I'm like, I gotta get off my ass and do something. So as you can see, this scooter's the forks are gone. The forks are right there. There's one piece and there's the other. But I'm going to build something. It's kind of like a chopper and a scooter. Never really seen one before, so I figured I'd just build one. And these people are going to come out and film me. I can't really say much about the topic, but so I'm just going to, get some stuff ready. You might see a little bit more stuff being built. But there's the piece of steel I'm going to use. It's real heavy duty stuff. And the convenient part was that there was a hole in this, and that where the brakes used to go right there. That hole lined up, and as you can see, that's how I got my markers for where to cut the forks. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a washer there and then bolt this down. But before I do that, grind this all up so it's nice and shiny, so I can weld a nice solid bead on there. And then if I need to, I will weld I'll cut the back side of the scooter so that the angle of the steering is right, because steering has to be a certain angle for it to properly work. So I might have to cut that, hopefully not, just to save a step. And then I'll probably put a weed whacker engine on it. I got this weed whacker engine right now. I told the people, they brought it to me, they said we want it fixed. Not the engine, but the recoil. And usually the recoil is like a 5-minute job. Well, the plastic shroud that went around that connected the plastic to the engine was all screwed up. So I tried to heat it up and lubricate it and everything I could do. Just was no fixing it. I said, by the time you go out and buy a new one, you might as well just go buy a new one. So they gave me the engine. And they said it ran, and I'm sure it did. Just the recoil was shot. So it's probably going to be rear-wheel drive. And if you've seen my other videos, this scooter is actually going to go faster. I'm just going to make it have more top end, so it'll go faster. But it just won't even probably go up my street. But just for show. This is what I got. Kind of skipped ahead. It is at a funny angle, but that's okay. I'll just learn how to ride it. It's not too bad. If you ever saw the first couple videos I've ever put on YouTube with the redneck chopper, now that was crazy. That took extreme skill to ride that sucker. This one isn't too bad. I'm gonna have to put a little peg on the back tire though, I think, because it's such a steep angle. Something and put a peg on this side, because I believe the engines go on this side, because you have to actually have it on the opposite, because when the crankshaft spins one way, it's going to spin the tire the opposite. So I'll look at my other scooter and see what side it's on, and put the peg on the opposite side of that. So I'm going to put a peg on it right now just to take it for a little test spin. Well, I got some good news and I got some bad news. The bad news is I built this scooter completely, made a complete video for you guys, but it's kind of a waste of time because the engine shot. The engine bearing or something is shot. The flywheel moves, the crankshaft moves, so when it gets the magnet on the flywheel, it hits the magneto and doesn't turn. So that means it's shot. We're done. So that's the bad news, and here's an update, what it looks like and what it would look like. But the good news is we're going to continue on this chopper scooter. We got to come up with a name for that, so if you have a good name for it, leave a comment. The good news is we have a different engine, and a much more powerful engine. Here's the engine right here. A chainsaw. I believe it's a Husqvarna. That's what my friend just told me it was. It's orange like the Husqvarna, and sounds pretty cool. It already runs. It's gonna need probably a carb adjustment though, because it's gonna haul my fat ass, even though I only weigh like 160, if not less. So yeah, now we gotta frickin' do this bracket crap again that you guys didn't see because I'm not gonna bother uploading it. So now I gotta take that apart and find out how to mount this thing. There's the beast, all complete. I didn't really show much of me building it. I just kind of want to get it done. I was up till midnight last night working on it. Working on the throttle. The throttles was the most difficult part. Adjustment, all I had to do was to undo the high adjustment screw out, one turn, and it works pretty good. So it's got enough nuts. It's like a 1-to-4 ratio, gear ratio, with the tire and the clutch. And it has enough power to move it. And once it gets up to speed, I'm sure it'll book. I'm just still learning how to drive it. I don't really know how to ride it. It's freaking awkward. It's kind of like my old chopper bike. It moves the frame, so I'm still gonna have to learn how to ride it. So, I mean, looks funnier than hell though. That's my gas tank there, the Gatorade bottle. Just electrical tape there, and then there's my throttle system. And then the on and off switch is right here. And then use part of the bar from the chainsaw right there. Weld some more over there. And this is my throttle right there. So now we need a name for it, you guys. And maybe I can get a video of me riding it.